Welcome to the Introduction to Real Options SLS, a quick getting started guide, brought to you by Real Options Valuation Inc., the makers of Real Options SLS, Risk Simulator, Modeling Toolkit, ROV Modeler, ROV Compiler, Extractor, Evaluator, ROV Dashboard, and other software tools, applicable for real options analysis, risk analysis, Monte Carlo simulation, forecasting, optimization, business analytics, and general statistical analysis. By way of introduction, the creator of the software is a real global expert, Dr. Jonathan Munn, the founder and CEO of Real Options Valuation Inc., who authored 10 books, including Real Options Analysis, first and second editions, Modeling Risk, Advanced Analytical Models, Valuing Employee Stock Options, and others. We recommend viewing some of his books for more technical details. The Real Options SLS software requires Windows XP or Vista to run, but Mac users can also run the software if they have Boot Camp, Virtual Machine, or Parallels installed. Microsoft Excel is also required, and it can be any version from Excel XP and Excel 2007 to 2003. Also needed is Microsoft.NET 2.0 or later, which usually comes standard in most newer computers running Windows Vista. Administrative rights is also required to install the software and its licenses, and all personal computers come with default admin settings. In larger corporations with strict IT controls, you might need to get an IT person to log in as administrator, install the software and licenses for you, and then you can log in as a regular user and use the software as usual. Finally, visit our website at www.realoptionsvaluation.com for free training videos, latest software downloads, free case studies, white papers, FAQs, and other complimentary downloads. Okay, let's get started with using the software. Assuming you have installed the software, click on Start, Programs, Real Options Valuation, and here you can access all of our software. Click on Real Options SLS, and you can see that various tools are available, starting with the main SLS software, as well as functions and an Excel solution tool, which we will be playing with later. For now, start the SLS software. On the main user interface, you can mouse over certain elements and obtain a description of the item. Here you can model single asset and single phase options such as abandonment, contraction, expansion, weighting, deferring, chooser, barrier, employee stock options, and many others. In the single asset SLS, you can access the user manual, which we highly recommend you review, a predefined set of variable lists, save, open, or print a file, or access our list of examples. For instance, we will open a simple plain vanilla call option. Notice that you can enter in the appropriate option values and hit Run to compute closed-form benchmark models such as the Black-Scholes or American approximation models, as well as binomial lattice results. You can choose American, European, Bermudian, or custom options. In fact, the power of SLS comes in when we run custom options. As an example, we can see an example called Expand, Contract, and Abandonment Customized Option. Notice that when you select the Custom checkbox, you can now access the various equation boxes where you can make your own model or make your own options, as well as create your own custom variables. Here's another example of a customized employee stock option that is solved using the custom option selection. The idea is that if you can conceive it, SLS can solve it. This allows you the complete flexibility in modeling and computing any types of real-life options. You can now use some of these example profiles to get you started, and then save this model when completed, or select Create Audit Sheet, and it will create an Excel file with a created binomial lattice for you as well. And please note that there are over 30 worked out sample short case studies, hands-on applications with inputs, and step-by-step modeling examples in the user manual, and we definitely highly recommend you review before using this tool. This short video is meant only as an introduction to the tool and does not go into the details of setting up and solving the options. Next, there is a tool for valuing multiple assets and multiple phased options, such as sequential compound, stage gate, phased options, or simultaneous options with switching capabilities, or multiple underlying asset options with any combinations of abandonment, switching, waiting, deferring, expansion, contraction, and others. In the multiple asset SLS, you can model multiple underlying assets in multiple phases. Again, you can use some of the pre-existing sample models to get you started, or review the user manual for more hands-on, step-by-step guidance. In the multinomial lattice SLS, you can solve mean reverting, jump diffusion, and rainbow options using trinomial, quadrinomial, and pentanomial lattices. Again, the same principles apply, and you can customize all your options as required. We then have the lattice maker, where you can generate binomial lattices inside Excel so that the model can be run in a simulation, forecasting, or optimization model using Risk Simulator, another software we developed that complements this SLS. For example, let's enter in some sample inputs, and when it's done, we click Compute. Notice that when the lattice is created in Excel, the inputs are all visible, as are all the computations and equations. From here, if you wish, you can use Risk Simulator to set input assumptions and output forecasts, and run a simulation on the model using Risk Simulator. Finally, there is an exotic financial options valuator with over 350 closed-form, simulation, variance reduction, and lattice valuation models on options and options-related vehicles, including volatility computations, bond options, and so forth. You can change the language of the interface if you wish, and you can click on the Load Sample Values to load some example Getting Started values. Then select the model category you wish to run and select the models that are available. When you select the model of interest, enter in the required inputs and click Compute to obtain the results. Also, SLS comes in 4 languages: English, Chinese, Japanese, and Spanish, with more languages forthcoming. You can change the languages here, and you can see the language characters if you have installed the Windows Far East language pack that comes free with Windows XP and Windows Vista. At the bottom of the screen is where you can install the licenses. SLS comes with a default 10-day license, but when you purchase a copy of the software, you will have to click on each of these license tools to provide us the hardware ID and hardware fingerprint so that we can issue you your licenses. For instance, click on the first license to obtain the hardware ID, and the second licensing tool after that to get your hardware fingerprint. Once we receive your purchase order and these 2 IDs, we will be sending you the license files and license codes to activate your software permanently, as well as the instructions to do so. You can also access the Excel SLS solutions or Excel SLS functions tools via the Start, Programs, Real Options Valuation shortcut menu. The SLS solutions file replicates the single asset and multiple asset SLS tools we just ran. But this time the analysis is based completely within Excel. Therefore, using this SLS solutions file, you can link to and from other Excel files, worksheets, databases, and run simulations if required. The SLS functions is also based in Excel, whereby once you start the functions, SLS will load them into memory for use, and you can access these functions directly inside your existing Excel models by clicking on Insert function, choose the All category, and scrolling down to the SLS functions. You can now use these functions as usual by entering values or linking them to various cells in the worksheet. Our company offers several products and services, including the Real Options Super Lattice Solver software, or known as Real Options SLS. We also have all other types of software, including Risk Simulator, for running Monte Carlo simulation, forecasting, optimization, and general statistical analysis, as well as new software tools like the Modeler, Optimizer, Evaluator, Compiler, and so forth. We also offer 1 to 4 day courses and seminars on risk analysis, real options analysis, forecasting, optimization, and modeling. Completion of these courses allows you to obtain the CRM or Certified in Risk Management credential. Please visit our website for more details on the CRM certification. We also have a set of 10 training DVDs of these courses and seminars in a lot more detail, providing more hands-on training for those who cannot make it for our live courses. Finally, we also provide professional consulting services. Feel free to contact us for more information or visit our website at www.realoptionsvaluation.com to obtain free videos, free downloads of case studies, white papers, models, and so forth. We also highly recommend you review Dr. Jonathan Munn's Real Options Analysis 2nd Edition by Wiley Finance for more technical details, detailed calculations, real-life case studies and applications at corporations, as well as short examples of worked-out cases in real options, exotic financial options, and employee stock options. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention.